I can't let go of Jungkook. Jimin's words thrilled the ARMY. The latest news from the world of K-pop again made the ARMY around the world uproar. Park Jimin, one of the BTS members who is known for his soft heart and words full of emotion, say a phrase that instantly becomes a highlight. In the moments recorded by cameras and eyewitnesses at the location, Jimin with a trembling voice and a sincere look said, "I can't let go of Jungkook." Suddenly, the short sentence made the atmosphere quiet, while thousands of ARMY hearts around the world were shaken full of emotion. The speech is not just a series of sweet words, but rather an emotional statement that illustrates how deep the bond between Jimin and Jungkook is. As BTS's two magne who have spent years growing up together, going through a trainee period full of struggle, sharing laughter on stage, to bear the burden of such great popularity, their relationship is always special in the eyes of fans. But this time, Jimin seems to reveal his most vulnerable side, that Jungkook's existence is irreplaceable. The soldiers who heard the statement immediately flooded social media with various reactions. There are those who are moved to tears, there are those who call that sentence the most beautiful form of honesty, and there are also those who feel increasingly convinced that Jimin and Jungkook's friendship is one of the pillars that keeps BTS solid to this day. Hashtags related to the sentence immediately dominated the trending topic, proving how big the impact is for the global community. What makes this moment even more emotional is Jungkook's expression when he hears it. He seemed to be silent for a moment, his eyes glazed over, as if holding back a feeling that was difficult to express in words. Many fans interpret that behind Jungkook's silence, there is a deep gratitude for having the figure of Jimin who always takes care of him, supports him, and now openly reveals that he cannot be released. This moment reaffirms what the ARMY knows. BTS is not just a music group, but a family that transcends boundaries. Simple sentences from Jimin are able to bring an incredible surge of emotions, reminding everyone that love, support, and togetherness are at the heart of their journey. ARMY is now increasingly looking forward to the continuation of Jimin and Jungkook's story together, both on stage and in everyday life. One thing is for sure, the phrase, "I can't let go of Jungkook," will always be imprinted in the hearts of fans as one of the most beautiful moments in the history of BTS's journey. As soon as the sentence was uttered, the effect seemed to spread rapidly throughout the world. In South Korea, the local ARMY felt the sentence was like a reflection of the close relationship between BTS members who are like family. Many fans wrote that Jimin and Jungkook are icons of togetherness, two figures who strengthen each other when the world seems to demand more from them. Korean media did not miss to review this moment, calling it one of the most honest statements that ever came out of Jimin's mouth. In Japan, the ARMY admitted that they were deeply moved because in their culture, expressions of such deep feelings are usually rarely spoken openly. So when Jimin did it, it was considered a proof of courage as well as extraordinary sincerity. Japanese fans even filled social media platforms with fan art illustrations depicting Jimin and Jungkook holding hands, as if symbolizing the meaning of the word cannot be released. In America and Europe, the phrase was seen as an authentic representation of friendship. Many fans wrote at length about how Jimin and Jungkook's relationship can be an inspiration to keep bonding with the closest of friends. Some even associate it with personal experience, where the presence of a true friend often becomes a salvation in difficult times. ARMY International said that Jimin's sentence not only thrilled, but it also provides warmth and motivation to continue appreciating the important people in life. Social media is filled with video footage of Jimin saying the phrase, accompanied by thousands of comments in the local language that expresses a sense of pride as well as touched. Many fans in the region admitted that they were moved to tears. Some even wrote, "Jimin's sentence is not only for Jungkook, but also seems to be addressed to us, the ARMY, who are always with them." The simple sentence also caused a serious conversation among fans, especially about how strong an emotional bond BTS has. Many soldiers considered that what Jimin said was a reflection of what they all felt, that releasing Jungkook, Jimin, or any other BTS member is not possible because there are already too many memories, love, and positive influences given by them. Until now, Jimin's quotes are still circulating on various platforms. Hashtags such as hashtag Jimin loves Jungkook and hashtag can't let go of Jungkook have been trending globally, indicating that the phrase will continue to be remembered in the history of fandom. This moment also further strengthens ARMY's belief that Jimin and Jungkook's relationship is sincere, honest, and inspiring. The phrase, "I can't let go of Jungkook," has now transcended boundaries as just a personal expression. He turned into a symbol of warmth, friendship, and loyalty that binds millions of hearts, both among BTS and ARMY members around the world. Jungkook is known as a person who often hides his emotions behind smiles or jokes. However, the moment that sentence came out of Jimin's mouth, his facial expression changed instantly. There was a brief pause as he looked at Jimin, as if he couldn't believe that such big words were actually spoken openly. Her eyes looked shiny, as if something was stuck there, and her smile slowly widened with a sense of warmth. In that moment, Jungkook seemed to want to respond with many words, but he only chose to be silent while looking down for a moment. His silence did not mean that he did not know what to say, but because his heart was really touched. The soldiers who witnessed the scene even described Jungkook's expression as a mixture of shock, overwhelmed, and happy. A few seconds later, Jungkook raised his head, looking at Jimin with an unusual look, deeper, more personal, and it was as if only the two of them knew the meaning behind the gaze. That moment made the atmosphere in the room very quiet. The other members were reluctant to interfere, allowing Jimin and Jungkook to dissolve in such a strong emotional connection. The ARMY who watched immediately wrote down their reactions on social media. Some say that Jungkook's gaze to Jimin at that time was not just the gaze of a friend, but a gaze full of appreciation, gratitude, and affection. Many believe that in Jungkook's heart, he wanted to answer Jimin's words with the same powerful words, such as, "I can't let you go either." However, Jungkook chose to let his expression and attitude do the talking. Some fans also recalled how often Jungkook admitted in the past that Jimin was the one who helped him the most through difficult times. From the hard training at the beginning of their debut to the present day when they face great pressure from the outside world, Jimin is always present as an encouragement. When he heard this, his heart was filled with grief. The moment is then followed by a small action that turns out to be much more meaningful than words. Jungkook approached Jimin and patted his shoulder slowly, while giving a gentle smile. It was a simple gesture, but ARMY captured a powerful message in it, a silent confirmation that Jimin's feelings were reciprocated with the same sincerity. What makes this moment even more special is how the outside world interprets it. Many articles, comments, and fan reviews said that Jimin's words and Jungkook's reaction have marked one of the new, emotional chapters in BTS's journey. Not a few call it an eternal moment that will continue to be remembered, just like when Jungkook once promised to always protect Jimin. Until now, fans still talk about how Jungkook actually feels the same way, only he doesn't express it in long words. Jungkook prefers to prove through actions, by always being by Jimin's side, supporting him on stage, accompanying him behind the scenes, and showing tacit little attention means big. Jimin's sentence, combined with Jungkook's reaction, is now considered one of the most emotional moments in their relationship. It wasn't just a statement, but rather a reminder to ARMY that the closeness of the two is real, strong, and will continue to be an important part of BTS's story.